Okay. It has been a long session, but some more, maybe another 45 minutes. I'd like to have your attention here on this very important topic called mind engineering. Design your thoughts, shape your future. So there is a saying that everything begins from a thought, isn't it? Now, any civil engineer, before he starts putting a brick, what he does? He makes a plan, isn't it? He makes a blueprint. Only then he puts a brick. Because without making the blueprint, digging something or putting a brick is waste of money and waste of time. So everything is created in the mind first and then outside. So creation begins from inside. Engineering begins from inside. Engineering begins from a thought. Engineering begins from a problem. You have a problem and you need a solution, isn't it? So you try to find out the problem, real problem, and then like now they have AC here. Why? Heat. Outside there is hot. And if you close the doors, it is too hot. So they invented AC. So there is a problem and then there is a solution. And the journey between problem to the solution is nothing but what you call it as engineering. Because all of you are engineers here. So all of you have a long way to go and very important responsibilities in your life. But everything begins from ourselves and our mind. They decide that we can control the whole world. But unless we control our own mind and senses, we are not real heroes. A person who has controlled his mind, he is a real hero. So offering tribute to Sir M. Vishweshwaraya ji. Okay, come back. So 15th of September is his birthday. So offering tribute to him, we'll like to discuss this session. So in this session, I would like to speak more about inner world, the world of mind, which is most important and most often neglected. Okay. So nowadays you see, there are so many things in this world. Okay. So engineers are creating marvels. They're engineering marvels in this world. See the high tall bridge. And this is in Delhi. So Lotus Mahal. So very wonderful marvel. And our ancient, this is a temple in Ellora, which is carved out of single rock. It is single rock temple. And it is carved out and everything is made of single rock. You can't separate the whole building. There's no stones kept there. It's just carved out of a single rock. So amazing engineering. And nowadays you see modern engineering is in Dubai. So, because of distance, it's clicking, not clicking. We have sleek cars, nice facilities, isn't it? Amazing engineering. Engineering means what? To make life more comfortable, isn't it? So travel more comfortably, isn't it? And use more gadgets or make life more comfortable. Just at the click, I need to get everything. Nowadays, you don't have to go outside to buy anything. Just open your mobile, click a button, and it's at your doorstep. So life is becoming more and more comfortable, and with virtual reality, with AI, right? Things are becoming more comfortable, more advanced. Previously, to write an essay, you would have to spend hours together, but now you just type a word and it gives the whole essay, isn't it? Initially, to make a painting, you need to spend so much time, but nowadays, just tell AI, it will give you everything. So life has become quite easy, quite fast, but although life is becoming too fast, but there are many challenges faced by students and also the people of this world. There is tension, there is fear, right? Like, and there's peer pressure, there is fear of failure. What will I do after graduation? Career, confusion. And how many of you are in first year? All many majority. Okay, all majority. Second year. Okay, very less. Third year, more or less. Fourth year, hardly anybody. Okay, only organizers. Right, everybody is busy. Right. So, because they are in this stage, what will I do after graduation? They are wondering, क्या होगा मेरा फ्यूचर में? फोर्थ ईयर में आ गया, अभी प्लेसमेंट होगा कि नहीं? कहाँ पे जाऊँगा मैं? Should I get into higher go to masters or go to PhD? They're all thinking. And first years are little happy because they are fresh. They are still exploring. I was also like this long ago. In 2004, I entered RV College of Engineering. So I was fresh, but when I came to final year, I saw many people having tension. I didn't have any tension because I had 3 jobs in my hand in my final year. But those who were not at place, they were in anxiety. क्या होगा मेरा? Job मिलेगा कि नहीं? And now also the situation is like that because of the world situation. The jobs are scarce, and there is a lot of anxiety and fear also. What will happen? And then job tension, and then so many things to do, so many activities to do. Right? In college, one thing is studies, then there are extracurricular activities, then your own hobbies, your own interests, so many things to do. Sometimes it becomes overwhelming. How to manage? Right? काम बहुत पर जीवन थोड़ा. काम कितना है? बहुत है. जीवन कितना है? और उस पर मन का चंचल घोड़ा. है ना? राइट. काम बहुत है, टाइम कम है, मगर काम करने के लिए बैठते हैं, मन बोलता है कुछ और करो. स्टडीज के लिए बैठते हैं, मन बोलता है गेम खेलो. मन बोलता है नया मूवी रिलीज हुआ है, मूवी देखो. Isn't it? Mind is such a thing that it always proposes something opposite to what you want to do. That's why mind management becomes very important. और उसके ऊपर ये सब बॉम्ब गिरते रहते हैं हमारे ऊपर. Weapons of mass distraction, not mass destruction. अभी तो दुनिया में बहुत सारे बॉम्ब गिर रहे हैं इधर उधर. Right? रशिया, यूक्रेन, इसराइल, so many countries बॉम्ब गिर रहे हैं, मगर हमारे अंदर भी बॉम्ब फूट रहा है. क्या है ये सब? distractions. And our mobile is filled with apps, and every day new apps are being released. वो बोलते हैं मुझे डाउनलोड करो. Use me. Isn't it? So many distractions are there within us, and it leads to so many negativities. There's no end to this. Anxiety, headache, right? Loneliness, fatigue, so many depression. And you'll be, of course, not so surprised to hear that so many people commit suicides. And especially in top colleges. छोटे मोटे कॉलेज में नहीं करते हैं सुसाइड. जो टॉप कॉलेज के लोग हैं ना, वही सुसाइड करते हैं, क्योंकि वहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा प्रेशर होता है. You know which is the suicide capital of India? अच्छा, you are updated. कुछ लोग बेंगलुरु बोलते थे. था बेंगलुरु बहुत पहले था, अभी कम हो गया. कोटा is the suicide capital. Why? Because IIT, NEET, इतना प्रेशर होता है कि वो हैंडल नहीं कर पाता है. पेरेंट्स से प्रेशर, टीचर से प्रेशर, पीयर प्रेशर, खुद के अंदर से प्रेशर, और कुकर की तरफ फट जाता है ना. So that's why people are not able to handle such pressures. IIT Bombay student jumps to death from hostel building. Right? I was in MIT, Manipal. One student came running to me. सर प्रभु जी डर लग रहा है, क्या हो गया? मेरा फ्रेंड 6th floor से गिर गया क्योंकि वो हैंडल नहीं कर पाया. He could not handle the pressure. He jumped. Why? So life is not just about marks. Is life about marks? Is life about money? ठीक है, जिसने यस बोला ना, जाके आप करोड़पति से पूछिए आर यू हैप्पी. वो बोल गया नहीं, बहुत टेंशन है, कोई आके लूट लेगा तो. जिसके पास पैसा नहीं है वो सोचता है कि जो पैसेदार है, पैसा है जिसके पास, वो बहुत सुखी है. जिसके पास पैसा बहुत है वो सोचता है इतना पैसा होने के बाद भी मैं सुखी नहीं हूँ, ये तो भिखारी बहुत खुश है. So life is not about money, life is not about marks, life is all about meaning, purpose. जिसने उसका पर्पस ढूंढ लिया है वो खुश है. जिसने जिंदगी में उसका पर्पस नहीं ढूंढा है वो दुखी रहता है क्योंकि वो खोज रहा है अभी. So life is all about purpose, and that purposeful life leads to happiness. Who is happy? Who is leading a life of meaning and purpose? वो खुश है. जब पैसा नहीं हो, मेरे पास पैसा नहीं है, फिर भी I am happy. Why? I have found my purpose. पैसा था मेरे पास. I was working in a top company. I had everything. I could have become a rich man also, but I felt this is my purpose, to give meaning to others' life. So I chose this path. So life is not about marks. अगर IIT में पहुंच के वो सोच रहा है कि मैं फेलियर हूं, तो बाकी कॉलेज वाले क्यों क्या होगा? Isn't it? सोचो, life is not about marks. One student, he was always getting top. First rank, first rank, first rank, first semester first rank, second semester first rank, third semester first, fourth semester में उसको second rank मिल गया. इतना डिप्रेशन में चले गए, वो सुसाइड कमिट कर लिया. अरे सेकेंड रैंक लाना फेलियर है क्या? नहीं ना. बट ही इज थिंकिंग लाइक दैट. सन इज वेरी ब्राइट. सूरज ना बहुत ब्राइट है, उसको कोई छुपा नहीं सकता. मगर आप 1 रुपी कॉइन आंखों के सामने रख दो, वो छुप जाता है. Sometimes our goals are so narrow and so small that it hides the bigger goal. So try to open your mind and try to find out the long-term goals, not short-term goals, isn't it? Life is long. Just don't get stuck up in short-term goals of life, you know. Okay. So our mind plays a very vital role in our life's success journey. Sometimes the mind is wound up, too complicated. इतना complicated हो जाता है कि कभी clarity नहीं रहता है. Like when the sky is clouded, you can't see the sun. But when the sky is clear, you can very clearly see the sun. Similarly, when the mind is clouded by confusions, clouded by different thoughts and aspirations, there's no clarity. So we need to clear the mind of all these confusions. Then we get clarity and purpose of life. Right? So here, see, this student is studying what? History पढ़ रही है. I have read about this last time, but I can't remember the answer. Oh, what should I do? Tension. होता है, हमारे साथ होता है. होता है, कितने लोगों के साथ होता है? अरे कल ही पढ़ा था मैं, ऑलमोस्ट 90%. कल ही पढ़ा था मैं, एग्जाम में बैठा हूँ अभी, याद नहीं आ रहा है. कहाँ गया, दिमाग के कौन से कोने में गया? It happens with your room also. You get a book from library and keep somewhere in your room. You can't search, you can't find it. You are searching everywhere, you can't find it. Why? Because you are disorganized. We didn't put it properly. Sometimes we lose our pen and we are searching. कहाँ गया पेन? अभी तो लोग पेन यूज नहीं करते क्योंकि मोबाइल आ गया है. पेन ढूंढने के लिए बहुत मुश्किल होता है. वैसे ही हमारा दिमाग भी एक फाइल है. It's a library. If you store things properly, you can retrieve properly. If you don't store the things properly, systematically in the mind, you cannot retrieve it properly. So we need to have a proper storage system in our mind. For that, you need to have a life of discipline. As our sir was telling, right? Vishweshwaraji led a life of discipline. What time is to get up? 5 o'clock. How many of you get up at 5 o'clock? Oh, very good. Very good. 5:30. Oh, some 6 o'clock. ज़्यादा. 6:30. Okay. 7 o'clock. Okay. Good. So if you can get up at 5 o'clock, you can do wonders. If you can get up start getting up at 5 o'clock and do what? Do planning. Do some exercise. Do some yoga. Do something. You have very good fresh campus here. You have fresh air to breathe. बेंगलुरु में आओ, सिर्फ आपको smoke मिलता है. I see some people in walking in Bangalore parks in the morning. बगल में कार चल रहा है, इधर प्राणायाम कपालीभाति कर रहे हैं. But you are so fortunate here. You can get fresh air, nice water, nice place to walk. You do that in the morning. I do some yoga, do some pranayam, do some meditation, read some scriptures. That will give great positivity. So then you can overcome all these things. So your mind will become very, very, very systematic, and you can store things properly. And early morning time is the time where you can store things properly. Whatever you read in the early morning, between 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock, that's called Brahma Muhurta. Whatever you store inside at that time, you can retrieve it very nicely. जैसे सीमेंट होता है ना, सीमेंट में when cement is wet, you write something, it's permanent. Similarly, in the morning, the mind is like cement, wet cement. उस पे आप जो भी लिखते हैं ना, वो पकड़ लेता है, भूलता नहीं. You can try it for yourself. Okay, whatever formulas are there, whatever, even shlokas are there, Bhagavad Gita shlokas. You can try to do it in the morning. You will see that you can retrieve it nicely. But same thing you try to do in the afternoon or evening time, it will take more time. It is possible, but it will take more time. But in the early morning, you can do it in less time. So Arjuna, in the beginning of battle of Kurukshetra, he was confused. Right? How many of you know Mahabharata story? All of you know this story. Arjuna was very much confused. He, as a Kshatriya, as a warrior, as a soldier, his duty was to give protection to the country. Because at that time, the ruler was Duryodhana, who was very cunning, very bad person. And it was Arjuna's duty to overpower them and to establish the good rule. So the battle was fixed. At that time, people didn't use to bomb in the cities. युद्ध करना है तो बाहर जाते हैं. So opponents will come outside the city where no civilians are there, and there they will fight. And the place chosen for that battle was Kurukshetra. Kurukshetra was chosen, and there were no civilians there. All the armies came. Dharmakshetre, Kurukshetre, Samaveta, Yutsavaha, Mamaka, Pandavashchaiva, Kim Akurvata Sanjaya. Bhagavad Gita begins with this statement. What did Kauravas and Pandavas do at the beginning of Kurukshetra? So at that time, Sanjay is telling, Arjuna became confused. Arjuna, who is the main key player among the Pandavas, he became confused. And he is telling, Vepatuscha sharire me roma harshasya jayate gandivam sramsate hasta tvachaiva pridayate. Arjuna is telling to Krishna, my hand is trembling. My head is reeling, my body is trembling, my hairs are standing on end, my gandiva is slipping from my hand. Sometimes we in the examination hall, when you see all the questions and you know that you don't know answer to any of them, hand starts sweating and the pen starts slipping, head starts reeling, and you start seeing at other faces. कैसा है question paper? बहुत dangerous है, tough है. So same thing was happening with Arjuna. Seeing all the Kauravas, Bhishma, Drona, Duryodhana, and all these powerful warriors, Arjuna is trembling. He got confused. He tells to Krishna, I will not fight. Krishna, I am getting down, I am walking to the forest, I am not going to fight. So that was the confusion which Arjuna had. He was running away from his duty. Sometimes duty becomes so difficult to perform, isn't it? How many of you found it? कभी-कभी ना duties बहुत difficult हो जाता है. As you know, some of you are experienced in life. Sometimes mother finds it very difficult to raise a child, but she does it. Sometimes father finds it very difficult to provide for the needs of the family, but still he does it because it's duty. Sometimes the soldier, to protect the country, he has to give his life. It's very tough. Because he's remembering his wife and children back home, but he has to give his life. It's tough, but he does it because it is duty. So duty has to come at the top. Kartavya. Krishna बोलते हैं भगवद गीता में, कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन. कर्म करो, फल की अपेक्षा मत करो. Whether you become victorious or you become a loser, doing your duty itself is success. So Krishna doesn't talk about victory and defeat, pass or fail. Duty कर रहे हो वो success है. Victory, defeat is secondary. Now your students studying nicely and attempting the exam is your duty. Whatever marks you get is secondary, isn't it? First of all, it's your duty to do your studies nicely. Right? Krishna told Arjuna, Arjuna, don't worry about victory or defeat. तुम्हारा कर्तव्य है लड़ाई करना, तुम लड़ाई करो. तस्माद योगा युज्यस्व योग कर्म से कौशलम. He says the art of work is do your duty to the best of your ability and result को भगवान के हाथ में छोड़ दो. So because there are some things beyond our control and some things are in our control. Preparation is in your control. Performance is in your control. Result is not in your control. So where should we focus? Should we focus on result or should we focus on preparation? Those who focus on their preparation and they perform nicely, they are satisfied. But those who focus on results keep worrying about the results and they cannot prepare nicely because their mind is always on result. And they forget to prepare properly and they cannot perform properly. So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, the secret of happiness is give up the attachment to result, focus on your performance. Okay, that will make you peaceful. How many of you went through one or many of these emotions? Okay, one or many of these emotions. It's true, right? We go through these emotions. But what do these emotions indicate? 9 signs of mental illness. Right? Nowadays you will see that people are having sleep problems. बेड पे सो जाते हैं, नींद नहीं आता है. 1 घंटा, 2 घंटा, 3 घंटा नींद नहीं आ रहा है. One medical student came to me and said, प्रभु जी बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है. क्या हो गया? 5 दिन से नींद नहीं आ रहा है, सो ही नहीं पा रहा हूँ. क्यों, क्या हो गया? बहुत टेंशन हो रहा है. Because of too much anxiety, hyperactivity, they can't even sleep. This is called insomnia. He was a medical student. Medical student is having insomnia. So I told him, ठीक है, सोने से पहले ना ये मंत्र जप करना. I told him this mantra which is very famous, ना, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. 5 मिनट जपा करो, माइंड थोड़ा कूल हो जाएगा, then सो जाओ. Then after 1 week he called me, पूरी नींद आ रहा है. Then so sleep problems, weight and appetite problems, no? And people are lonely nowadays. Right? Facebook में ना हजारों फ्रेंड्स हैं और रियल लाइफ में कोई नहीं है. In real life में millions of followers. Real life में कोई नहीं, अगल बगल मर गया तो भी कोई नहीं आएगा उसके पास. And one famous YouTuber was there. He committed suicide because he was feeling lonely. Because कितना देर आप फोन के पास आप रहेंगे, फोन से बात करते रहेंगे. There is no love, there is no reciprocation, isn't it? So, and substance abuse. Yesterday I was doing a program and one police constable was attending my program. And I said, how is this city? Oh, a lot of problems. I said, what problems? Substance abuse. बच्चे drugs लेते हैं. Students are taking drugs. They are addicted to drugs. And small, even village kids are taking drugs. They don't have money, but they are taking drugs. That's a problem. Even village life is getting spoiled because of substance abuse. So many things are there. So these are all signs of mental illness. We should do something. We have guided missiles, but misguided man. Isn't it? Suppose we have the most advanced missile, but the person operating is misguided. बटन नहीं दबाया मगर दबा दिया तो क्या होगा? तहलका मच जाएगा ना. Bombs will explode left and right. So guided missiles are good, but the person who is guiding it should be guided. He should not be misguided. अगर वो मिसाइल टेररिस्ट के हाथ में लग गया तो क्या होगा? He will misguide it. But if it is in the hands of an intelligent person, he will properly guide it. Isn't it? So engineering also, Engineering creates a lot of technology, but how to use the technology needs guidance. We should do ethical engineering, not unethical engineering. Ethical engineering is what, means what? Every technology should be used to add meaning to people's life, not to distract them from the purpose of life. Like for example, smartphones. Everybody has smartphones. Okay, it can be used ethically and it can be used unethically also. All of you know what I mean by unethical use. You can hack others' accounts. You can watch things which are not to be watched, and you can use it ethically also by creating some positive quotes, by spreading positive videos. You can use it ethically. You can use it unethically. So technology we are creating, but how to use that technology we are not discussing about it. So these kind of sessions are to discuss about how to use this technology. And in how to use this technology, our mind plays a very, very, very crucial role. Now here is a question for all of you. Is mind our friend or is it our enemy? क्या बोलते हैं आप? Mind is our friend or enemy? कितने लोग friend बोलते हैं? Okay, दो तीन. Enemy? Okay. Confused? Both? Both के लिए, okay, both के लिए हाथ खड़े करें, okay. Anybody would like to say how mind is our friend? Anybody like to share? Yes. Yes. How the mind is our friend? As so many people raising hands. Okay, let's have some interaction. मैं तो lecture देते हैं तो लोग सो जाते हैं. Yes. Please tell me your name and then you can tell. I think you have to switch on. Or your voice is loud enough, you can shout. Okay. Come down. You can come down. Okay, that's good idea.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Naresh. So, as you asked for how the mind can be our friend. So, in my opinion, the mind is our friend because it can help us to creatively visualize anything. Like, if I had an idea, first it will come to my mind. So, if it can come to my mind, I can pen it down through my thoughts and write something about it. So, in this way, I think mind is our friend.
Okay.
It helps us to creatively imagine something.
Okay, what's your name?
Naresh.
Naresh. Thank you, Naresh. So, who is a friend? One who helps in our own plans, in our own projects. He helps us. Similarly, I have a project and my mind helps me, then it becomes our friend. Okay. Can anybody else say how mind is our enemy? Some of you raised your hands. How mind is my enemy? Very difficult to answer them. But all of you experienced that mind is sometimes our enemy. Anybody wants to share?
You can speak up.
Okay, there. Can you come down here?
You can come down or you can speak up from there only.
Yeah, there is one person coming.
Please come past. Hello.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Anush, and according to me, mind is our enemy because sometimes it forces us to do the things which we shouldn't do. Like the example which you gave to us, the students commit suicide under pressure or take irresponsible decisions because they think that they are a failure or they are not doing well in their lives. So if mind were our friend only, he wouldn't have forced us to do misguided things. So in that sense, when we do irresponsible things or we get lost and when we feel hopeless, we are in despair, who's putting us into that? Who's giving the thoughts like that to us? It's our mind. It's our experiences which has shaped our mind to think in that way. And in that manner, I think mind acts like our enemy.
Thank you. Ansh, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Very good example. right? So people commit suicide because mind acted as their enemy, isn't it? So mind is like a knife. Okay, I'll tell that. So we have three levels of existence. Say mind is like a knife. Knife is good or bad? If knife is in the hand of a thief, it is bad. If it's knife in the hand of a doctor, it's good. Similar, mind is also like that. If you use the mind properly, it's our friend. If you train the mind wrongly, then it is our enemy. So let's try to understand the science of mind. So let's try to understand the engineering of our body. क्या है अपने body में? So we have three levels of existence. First is external self, our body, that which we see. The hands, the head and the legs. There is our body which we see, physical body. And inside we have intermediate body, which is decision making facility, that is mind. Okay? It is very simply we are putting, but I'll elaborate it in the next slides. And inside we have inner self, which is source of consciousness. Now the previous activity which we did, whether the mind is my friend or my enemy, it goes to show that I am different from the mind. Mind is an instrument which I am using. Right? Like I have a mobile, I have a car. Similarly, I have a mind. Mind helps me to do my tasks. So who is I? That I is here. That is me, the inner self. Which in Sanskrit of Bhagavad Gita it's called as Atma. Atma means the self. Nanu ಅನ್ನೋದು ಭಾವನೆ ಏನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, me, मैं कौन हूँ? मैं आत्मा हूँ. आत्मा के लिए देह है, आत्मा का मन है, आत्मा का बुद्धि है. Right? These are all the instruments which are used by the Atma. Okay? Let's get into more details on this. So we have the senses, the five senses through which we get information, as eyes, nose, tongue, ears and skin. These are all the input organs which we have. And all the input is given to the mind. Eyes see. Can the eye see? आप आँख निकालो बोलो देखेगा वो? नहीं देखेगा. Eye is an instrument. Eye is like a camera. It takes the information and gives it to the mind. Mind भी देखता नहीं है. Mind is like a screen. Right? Eye is the camera, mind is the screen, and who is seeing? Atma is seeing. Atma is seeing in the screen of the mind. And what the mind does? It stores all the experiences through these senses. It is stores of thoughts, unfulfilled desires and previous experiences. सब कुछ भरा हुआ है. Like you like something, you dislike something. From where it is coming? From past. Right? Some people like sweet. How many of you like sweets? How many of you dislike sweets? Some are there? Yes. Why? Past experiences. So our current habits are shaped by our past experiences. And there is an intelligence, buddhi. Buddhi is the decision maker. Like somebody has diabetes and he gave him gulab jamun. उसका बुद्धि क्या बोलेगा? नहीं मत खाना, शुगर शूट अप हो जाएगा, इंजेक्शन लेना पड़ेगा, क्यों खाना है? पर मन बोलेगा थोड़ा एक टेस्ट कर लो यार, बोला बहुत दिन हो गया, एक साल हो गया टेस्ट करके, टेस्ट कर लो, isn't it? So mind is saying taste it, but decision is intelligence is telling no. कौन जीतेगा इस लड़ाई में? माइंड जीतेगा? Yeah, depends on who is strong. If the mind is strong, वो गुलाब जामुन खा लेगा. If बुद्धि is strong, वो ना बोलेगा. Depends on who is strong. How we have trained the mind and intelligence. Yeah. So the mental dialogue. I gave an example of gulab jamun. It can be any other example. Suppose somebody is addicted to cigarette. He is smoking cigarettes, and he is getting some problems in the lungs. He goes to the doctor and doctor says cancer होने वाला है, बंद कर दो. Yes sir. But he comes back home and then he gets some, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, push. I want to smoke. Because addiction है ना, addiction means you can't give up so easily. Right? Mind says बस एक और. बुद्धि says डॉक्टर ने बोला नहीं, आई शुड नॉट डू इट, तो जंग स्टार्ट हो जाता है, यस नो, हु विल विन? माइंड. Depends on who is stronger. So if mind is stronger, mind wins, you succumb to the bad habit. If intelligence is stronger, you resist the temptations. So we have to make the buddhi strong. How to make the buddhi strong? By reading scriptures, by understanding what is right and what is wrong. We can make the intelligence strong. So I forgot the name. Hindi बोल रहे थे ना? He was quoting this verse. बंधुरात्मात्मनस्तस्य येनात्मैवात्मना जितः अनात्मानस्तु शत्रुत्वे वर्तेत आत्मैव शत्रुवत्. Bhagavad-gita 6th chapter says, mind can be our friend. A trained mind is our friend and an untrained mind is our enemy. बंधु means friend. आत्मात्मनः, जिसने मन को जीत लिया है वो हमारा बंधु है. अनात्मानस्तु शत्रुत्वे वर्तेत आत्मैव शत्रुवत्. जो मन को जीत नहीं लिया है वो शत्रु है. Right? So mind is like a knife. It can be good or bad. Uncontrolled mind is our worst enemy. And controlled mind is our best friend. तो इसलिए हमको माइंड कंट्रोल करना है. कैसे करना है हम बताएंगे अभी. So how to become a superhero and take charge of life? Everyone wants to be Superman. But Superman सिर्फ externally नहीं होता, पहले अंदर Superman बनना पड़ता है. You have to control your own mind. Then you can become Superman. So here there is one test called as marshmallow test. Okay, anybody heard of this? Okay, only 4-5 have heard. Children were called, 2 to 5 years old children, they were called, and everybody was kept in a different room. Okay, alag room, and there was camera inside which children did not know. And one madam went into every room and put sweets in front of everyone. ठीक है? And everybody was alone. अलग-अलग रूम में बैठे थे. And उनको बोला गया था, बेटी या बेटा, ये स्वीट नहीं खाना है. मैं वापस आऊंगी, अगर स्वीट नहीं खाया तो मैं I'll give another one. डबल मिलेगा. But if you eat this sweet, you will not get the second one. And I have the video also. But I may not be able to show you because laptop is there. It's a very interesting video. You can search in Google marshmallow test. आपको मिलेगा video. And some children were resisting. Some were just licking and keeping it back. Some were pinching and eating. And from bottom they were eating so that they don't come to know. So, and some people were doubtful. What is the guarantee वो आएगा कि नहीं? खा लो. Right? Right? यावत् जीवेत सुखम जीवेत भस्मी भूतस्य देहस्य कुतः पुनरागमः भेदो. Who knows what comes next? Let's eat and enjoy now. Yes, sir. That's what many people think. So after 5-10 minutes, the madam came and saw, oh, you have not eaten sweet? Take another one. Then you have eaten sweet, I'll not give you. You have fully eaten, I'll not give you. And these children, appear like a simple experiment. These children were observed over a period of 20-30 years. Those children who showed self-control, resisted the temptation, they went on to become people of great character, morality, and became successful, trustworthy people. And those people who could not resist the temptation, they went on to get addicted to bad habits. They went on to develop bad qualities. They became fraudsters and such kind of thing. They are observed for a long time. So that is the purport of this experiment. You see these children? You can see that video, that's more funny, more interesting. Okay. So generally when we get a stimulus, immediately respond. But we should, when stimulus comes, we should think, let me evaluate what are my choices and give the best response. So here is where mind control comes into picture. Don't immediately respond, think and respond. So for that we have to have strong intelligence. Intelligence has two functions. One is discrimination, another is determination. Discrimination means to know what is right and to know what is wrong. Determination means to act on the right thing, to do the right thing. Right? So first thing is to understand. So how do you know what is right and what is wrong? For that we need to learn, we need to study, we need mentors. Right? Bhagavad Gita and scriptures teach us. Like smoking is good or bad? Everybody knows. But why people smoke? They lack this determination. पैकेट के ऊपर क्या लिखा होता है? Tobacco kills. फिर भी खोलता है. इंजीनियर है, पढ़ा लिखा है, फिर भी खोलता है और पीता है. क्यों? He lacks this determination. So we have to, and determination comes by good association. If you have good association of people who are determined, you also get that determination. So have friends who are of good character, and I'm sure all of you are of very good character. So stay close to people who support you in walking on the right path. And those who are distracting you from right path, please avoid their association. Tyajadur jana samsargam bhajasadu samagamam. Right? That's what we should do. Right? Generally, we want no restrictions and no limits. Nobody should put any restrictions on me. I will do what I like to do. Is freedom, is absolute freedom good? How many say yes? Absolute freedom. How many say no? Okay, very good. Very good. So you already understood. I don't have to speak now then. Say, good advice and healthy restrictions are not against our freedom, but a prerequisite for our freedom. For example, kite. Kite can be free, but what is the need of the rope? The rope will control it. If you don't have that control, kite will be free, but it will fall. Similarly, children, parents control them. Why? But because that control is good. Because absolute freedom corrupts. Similarly, absolute power corrupts. So that's why that control is required. Right? So doctor also, when you go to the doctor, he said, don't eat this, eat this medicine on time. Why? Because that's good. So self-control empowers us. When you control yourself, regulate your lifestyle, sleeping, eating, your habits, that will empower you. Just like the kite, it can go higher and higher if it is in control of this rope. So our mind is also like this kite. If you control it, it can take you higher and higher. But if you let it loose, it can take you down. Now, is dam good or bad? It's good because it can prevent floods. But it has to be properly monitored, properly gated. It has to be controlled, it has to be regulated. So mind is like a slate. Whatever you write is what it will propose. Mind is like a book. Whatever you have written, that's what you have to read. So carefully choose what you are writing inside. How do we write in our mind? Through what movies we watch, what songs you hear, what books you read, what friends you keep. Those scripts are entering your mind. So be careful of what you are eating, what you are watching, what you are hearing. Like in a petrol car, can you put diesel? What will happen? It won't move. Similarly, our body is also like that. You should be careful what you are putting inside. As sir was telling, noodles mat khao. He has experience, realized knowledge. Because instant food, whatever is there, instant food actually hurts our body. But when you eat things which are organically made, that nourishes your body. Similarly, your mind also can be nourished by good thoughts and good scriptures, good books, good movies. But if you put wrong thing, it corrupts. It's like putting a virus in the mind. So I'm coming to the last session. See the GIGO, garbage in, garbage out. सुना है आपने? FIFO मतलब first in, first out. GIGO मतलब garbage in, garbage out. Good in, good out. So when you put good things in the mind, good things will only come out. So that's why I began this session with thoughts, right? Watch your thoughts, they become. Watch your words, it becomes. Watch your actions, it becomes. Watch your habits, it becomes. Watch your character, it becomes a. So everything begins from thought. So that's why we should engineer our thoughts, design our thoughts properly. And designing our thoughts depends upon what kind of inputs we are taking. So try to take good inputs. So have now try to remember this ABCD formula. A, B, C, D. A for association. Please repeat. Good association. B for books. Good books. Scriptures. Read Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita, and whatever scriptures you have faith in, read them. Then C for chanting. Chanting means meditation, right? Chant mantras, chant the names of Lord. D for diet. Have a healthy, good diet, right? Preferably healthy sattvic food, which helps us to nourish our body and also the mind. Okay? So following this ABCD formula will help us to form our thoughts, words, actions, habits, character, and then destiny will be bright. So I'll not go further in interest of time. So if you have bad company, right, you'll have bad results. So self-discipline starts with good habits which climb you to success. So that's why stop these things: smoking, drugs, porn, drinking alcohol, these things. So they are very deadly. So one should avoid these things. If somebody watches porn, it corrupts the mind. That's why you see so many bad news coming of rapes and molestations and all, because virus goes here. And in our culture, matravat paradareshu, see every woman respectfully as a mother. That's our culture. So drinking alcohol, drugs and smoking, all that should be avoided. So that's bad. So I have a healthy mindset. So sometimes cultivating good habits is tough, but when the going gets tough, only tough get going. जो weak है ना वो वापस चले जाते हैं, but those who are tough they keep going. Okay, attitude is like the paintbrush of the mind. It can color any situation. Any situation you are in, you can see it positively. Okay, try to cultivate positive attitude in every situation of life, because any difficulty comes in my life, it is for teaching me a lesson. If you learn the lesson, that difficulty is worth it. But if you fail to learn the lesson, then you missed it. So I will not take this. This is some activity which I had planned, but I will skip this. So depending on what situation and how to accept and reject it. Okay. Positive attitude should be based on reality and not on ignorance. Just one second. Yeah. It's very sir बोल रहे थे ladder के बारे में, है ना? I also put this ladder example here. If the ladder is not leaning against the right wall, every step we take just gets us to the wrong place faster. Stephen Covey. Ladder needs support. Our life is also like ladder. We need support of good mentors. So take support of good mentors. We have wonderful teachers and professors, deans here. Take good support of them. And you take the support, you become good, then you can become a ladder for many others to cross the bridge. Right? So in that way, our life can be meaningful. So one simple way to control the mind is repetition of mantras. In our Vedic culture, in our Bharatiya culture, we have so many mantras. In beginning they chanted Ganesha mantra, we chanted Hanuman Chalisa, we chant Hare Krishna mantra. Repeatedly chanting this mantra at least some 5 minutes, 10 minutes every day in the morning and evening, that can give a lot of positivity. So I'll end with this. So this is a summary of what we discussed today. So thank you all. Hare Krishna. Based on my presentation, I have made a small quiz. So if I request you can scan it here and you'll get a Google sheet. There are some 5 questions based on today's session. And if you can answer them, then I were the volunteers. They said that they will. Yeah. Certificate. Okay, they'll send you a digital certificate for attending this seminar. Thank you all. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful words and guiding us. As we, the students, we are first, second, third, fourth year, all are here. We are going to step forward. The first years are going to know about the future. The fourth year is going to step out of CUK and taking their steps. Every time we need the small guidance, the small revision of what we are doing and how we need to do this. And smoking is something very addictive. And sometimes they come to me and say like, I want to smoke, I feel like smoking, but I know that is bad, but still I want to smoke. Then we, being the friends, like we should not get involved with such friends, but being supportive friends, how can we help them in this?
Yeah, it's a very important question. A true friend is one who knows what is good for your friend. Right? Like for example, if somebody has jaundice, okay, one family, their brother and two brothers. One brother had got jaundice, and doctor had told no oily food, no oily food. So mother had told, I don't know, his bhai ko, oily food nahi khana, no pakoda, right, no samosa, no oily foods. Then mother one day had to go out, so mother said, बेटा उसको देखना बहुत बीमार है तो उसको कुछ खिलाने का नहीं. Mother went, and here the boy who was sick, he started demanding, भैया मुझे समोसा खाना है, समोसा खाना है, समोसा लेके आओ. अरे माँ ने बोला नहीं नहीं नहीं, तो वो रो रहा था, समोसा खाना है, समोसा खाना है. इसने क्या किया, समोसा खरीदा, लेके आया, खिला दिया. And his fever shot up. He became very sick. He started vomiting. Then when mother came, she saw the condition. What happened? मम्मी बाप ने बोला था समोसा मत खिलाओ, वो जिद्दी था, मैंने लाया खिला दिया. अभी तो वो कंडीशन का, they had to take him to hospital and admit him. So sometimes your friends, your own, here I'm talking about brothers, but your close friends may be addicted to like that. But as a good person, you should know that it is not good. So always you should advise, no, we should not party. Like Karna and Duryodhana. Duryodhana wanted to fight, Duryodhana wanted to destroy Draupadi, and Karna was supporting all these activities. So he is a good friend or bad friend? But he was thinking, I am the best friend. What Karna was thinking? He was thinking that I am the best friend of Duryodhana because I am supporting all his activities. What value is that activity? All sinful activities he is doing and he was supporting. So that's not a good friend. But instead, Vidura was a good friend. He was advising, hey, you should not do this, you should not do this. But Usun nahi raha tha. And he was thinking he is my enemy because he is not supporting me. So friend is not about supporting all my activities. Friend is about who thinks good of me. So if you think good of your friends who are addicted and you want them to come out of it and advise him in that way, you are acting as a true friend. But if you support, okay, I'll buy a packet for you, it's a bad friend. And so you should give him advice. If he really wants to give up, it's possible to give up bad habits. It's not impossible. You should advise him, okay, go to doctor, and then you take advice. Second thing is, stay away from your friends, those who smoke. If smokers will have their club. कोई अकेले पीता नहीं, कोई अकेले सिगरेट पीता नहीं, फ्रेंड रहता है, ग्रुप रहता है. Break that group, take him out of that group, and take him to the friends who come for such sessions, do meditation, and I hope there will be some meditation programs in the college. Get them there, and you will see that slowly they will give up. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir. And now I would like to request Dean sir and HOD sir to present a token of our gratitude. So let's continue with the vote of thanks now.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
So still energy is left, right? 1 week yet to start because this is just the beginning of the day. Okay, so let's keep the energy high to continue the your today we just inaugurated the fest and celebrated the engineers day, right? This energy should go throughout this week. Okay, good afternoon. Okay, right. So good afternoon everyone, dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, and my colleagues and friends and the students' family. Okay. So I'm here to propose the vote of thanks on behalf of School of Engineering. It is my great honor to deliver the vote of thanks on the memorable occasion of the inauguration of our labs and the Engineers Day celebration, as well as Abhiyan Tikkostava Fest inauguration. Right. So first and foremost, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest, Professor Pattu Satyanarayana, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Central University of Karnataka, for accepting our invitation and gracing the occasion. So we are thankful to him in his absence here. So also we would like to deeply thankful to our guest of honor, Professor R.R. Biradar, the Registrar of CUK, for his constant support and sharing the words of things always when we go to him. He will be supporting in all the activities. Thank you to him again in absence here. Also, I would like to thank a special note and the appreciation goes to our guest speaker, that is S.G. Haridas ji, who has given the mindful talk and energized us. And as he rightly mentioned, like quit all the negativities, go towards the positivities. So we'll keep this spirit with us and we'll move towards the positivity, sir. Thank you for accepting our invitation, coming all the way from there, not accepting anything from us. This is the gratefulness of the people around us. We have to learn from them. Thank you once again. So again, we are thankful to the grateful person, that is Dean School of Engineering. So we have to mention again and again. So as this says, and he will be staying back in the department right till the 11 o'clock and supporting all the activities without any hurdles. So this is the greatness of the sir in providing the support. So we are very thankful to you, sir, for making this event to happen and things to happen in the School of Engineering. Thank you very much, sir. And our sincere thanks to the head Department of Electrical Engineering, Professor Amrendra, for his continuous support and the encouragement. Whatever you guys go to him, and he will give all the permissions, requirement, everything. So thank you, sir, for presenting here and giving all the requirements and the needs of the students and the faculties. Thank you. So again, here I thanks all the faculty and the colleagues who are wholeheartedly supporting these events and staying with us and making this event a memorable one. Thank you all the faculties and my colleagues. Thank you. And we are thankful to the student coordinators who are standing and sitting, and they are working tirelessly till 3 a.m. They are preparing meticulously and preparing the things without the much thing, and we are very thankful to you as a student volunteers, as well as those who are involving in all the activities throughout this week. Thank you, student community.